Salam, everyone. Welcome to the live stream, and thank you so much for being patient with me. Been running around like crazy this morning. So if you could put your name, where you're logging in from would be great, and your type and profile, and let me know how my sound is, because last time it was all warbly, but I think I fixed it. It was a Mercury retrograde moment. Let me just get out of this stuff. Okay, here we go. Okay, put me down here. So today is just a quick check-in about what's happening according to human design, right? Okay, there we go. Sounds good. Yay, thank you. So put down your type if you know it, and if you don't, always go back down to my information box and get a free chart. And you can this is a great way to follow like this knowledge of human design is really crucial and important in the time that we're in right now. Great. So we got some projectors and NGs. Yeah, okay. So the big news, I'm going to put myself down here. I just want to make sure that I see what you're seeing. Okay. So the big news is Pluto moved into the 41st gate. Right, today, a little bit yesterday, it depends where you live in the world. So this is major. This is a major thing. And let me see if you see my highlighter here. I know what I gotta do. Okay. I'm still getting used to this software. And let me know how you're feeling in the chat and on the replay too on your this week, right, in the comment section. So Pluto takes 248 years to travel around the Mandala. So this is the human design Mandala. So do you see the zodiac symbols, glyphs all the way around the wheel? So this is what I talk about in this in my transit reports, right, every week is what is going on. And certain planets are activating these gates. So it gives us a lot more focused information on what's happening in terms of our evolutionary processes of humanity. So Pluto takes 248 years to go all the way around here, right? So the last time it was at the 41 was around the French Revolution, the American Revolution. So that makes sense, right? We're having an echo of history happening. So why is the 41 such a big deal? Okay, do you see it here on this is the root chakra, right? So it's right down here at the bottom. So you want to check out if you have that natally because you're going to really resonate with this time, right? So it will be activating one of your uh, it will be activating the 41st gate, but then it depends where it is in your chart, right? So it could be unconscious, that means it's red, or it can be black, that it's conscious, and maybe it's Mars, and that means that Mars is Pluto's right on your Mars, so you may be feeling emotional and right. This is a time to really embrace, especially this week. We still have Mercury and the Sun together, right? So you should be receiving some downloads and some clarity, especially in terms of your relationships, right? And where you need to change. But you may be finding that you're kind of up and down in terms of your energy level. That's what I've been finding myself. And there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's just like sometimes it's like you're exhausted, you can barely move, you have to take a nap, and then other times you're filled with energy and it's just kind of up and down. So this is all part of the this ascension energy, if we want to call it that, or evolutionary energy. So it's really important that you take care of yourself. I hope that you've been doing that this week and letting the body kind of catch up to all these changes. These are major changes for all of us. And Pluto is really echoing that. So this is the start codon. So in a sentence, you start off with a capital letter, right? The cat in the hat, right? That first capital letter, that would be the 41. It's the beginning of everything, right? Everything begins with the 41. All human experiences begin with the 41. And that's why we celebrate the new year around January 22nd or 21st, depending. That's when the sun moves into the 41. The sun takes, a whole year, 365 days, 364 and a half days to move around the Mandala, and then it hits the 41, and that's really our new year. So Pluto here is big, right? So this is beginning a whole new cycle for all of humanity. But it's only a sneak peek, right? Because the Pluto's in there from April 12th until May 23rd, 2024. So we want to use this window of time, you know, yeah, have your eye on the collective. I certainly will, and I'll let you know what I see from the lens of this Pluto in the 41st gate. But I also want you to use this energy yourself, right? Because this is all about getting you on your soul purpose, your soul purpose, your soul purpose. And this is the reason you get out of bed in the morning, right? It's the reason why you get out of the bed in the morning is what gives you meaning and purpose. And that's why so many people are leaving their jobs now, right? Because the paycheck just isn't enough. They want meaning and purpose in what they do. And that's their soul is calling them. It's time to contribute your gifts and talents, right? So you have to remember that there's only one person. That's you, your unique self. There's 8 billion people, right? But there's only one you, right? So there's only one person in the world that can do what you do, that you do. So this is about honoring this time that we're in right now. It's about honoring your uniqueness. None of this comparing yourself to others, it's about staying in your own lane. Don't bother getting in the lane with other people. They're in their lane. You stay in your lane and you embrace your uniqueness. And this will in turn, align you with your soul purpose because that's the doorway in is your uniqueness. What makes me unique? And it's an internal reflection, contemplation, right? And then you give that out to the world, to the collective. So we're feeling that with this Pluto and Aquarius energy. It's like we want to give back. And if you're depressed, right? If you're depressed or you're feeling hopeless or you're feeling frustrated, if you're a generator or an MG, you're feeling bitter if you're a projector, you're feeling disappointed and sad if you're a reflector, you're feeling angry if you're a manifester. Well, these are all signs that you're not aligned with your soul purpose. You're not aligned with your uniqueness. And this is why human design gives us a great tool, right? So that we have some kind of a map that chart, right? Your natal chart. I mean, this is a transit chart, but that chart is really like a gift. This is a gift from the future to help us to navigate through time and space during this the age of transition, right? This is our map, this is our compass, and not to be looking outside of the world. It's like, how can I fit in? No, you have to go internal. It's like, what can I create? Something new and unique that's coming from my frequency, my unique frequency that the divine is calling you to come out, right? So we really need, this is a time, especially in these, you know, May 23rd, this is a seed time, right? So let's talk about this 41, okay? Yes, it's a star codon for all new experiences. This is a new experience that's going to go for 248 more years, this Pluto, in terms of humanity. So let's talk about this 41. It's a star codon, okay? So, but it's also about dreaming, right? The 41 is about dreaming. It's about a vision. It's about a vision. And so we've forgotten that as a humanity, that we have a great gift inside of us, and it's called imagination. It's called imagination. So what is imagination? Well, it's creating images. We can create images, and then we can manifest that. And I'm not going into the human design energy right now, but imagining, you can imagine if you're a projector or a reflector or an MG or a G, like imagine. So The imagination isn't coming from the ego, right? This is the fantasy. It's the shadow of fantasy. So when we're in the ego and we're fantasizing about the future, it's always about bolstering up this ego. This is the not self. I want to make, millions and millions of dollars so I can drive this a Tesla or whatever, right? Well, you got to look at it. What's that serving? How's that serving humanity? You know, it's probably serving your ego. So you want to go deeper and allow your soul to come to surface, right? With that dream. This is the dream. What's my dream? Right? And 6 line profiles. Listen to me, 6 line profiles. It doesn't matter what stage you are in your 3-tiered development. There's a dream that's been seeded inside you. You're the canary in the coal mine. You're here to teach us about the dream. What's that dream? And the dream is that it's always connected to the future, and it's all connected to making the world a better place, right? We know, the 6 lines know this. This is not, we can live so much better. We can live in peace and harmony, right? And this is the dream that you want to really bring up, but it's been squashed. The 6 lines get their dreams squashed early on. You've got to be realistic. How are you going to pay the bills? Right? You've got to think of your future. You know, people move. The people are moving now, so they're closer to a hospital. What's that energy, right? That's totally based in fear. It's no, we have to tap into the dream, right? Our dream. So that's what the 41, I think, is, well, I feel and sense that the 41, Pluto and the 41 is really teaching us that from April 12th until May 23rd. So you want to get your journal out, right? You want to start journaling. You want to start spending some time alone and solitude and really getting in touch with what you want, right? This is Aries North Node. It's about letting go of making other people happy. So letting go of expectations that other people may have of you, expectations and demands. It's no, I want to get in touch with me and the dream inside me. Because that dream inside you is the Fool card, right? If you follow tarot, this is the very start of the journey. That's the Fool. There's the Fool, right? So you're starting this new timeline. You're entering into this new timeline in this new chapter in your life, and I'm sure that you're feeling it. But now it's time to let go, right? The Fool doesn't have a U-Haul. I don't see a U-Haul behind the Fool. I don't see a bunch of people behind the Fool, right? He's traveling light, right? It's all yellow. So it's about be the light, spread the light, and travel light right now, right? And the little dog represents loyalty, right? Loyalty to the self. It's like complete trust. Take me to the divine, right? To the divine. Take me on dream, this dream. And the dream is the story. It's your story. What story have you come to live in this lifetime? What's your story? What's this new story? Maybe not. Oh, this is why we're letting go of these karmic relationships because you've already done that story. Now it's a new story. This is a new story, a brand new story, new territory, right? So it's about getting into that frequency of excitement. And it so fits in with this, right? This channel. I don't want to talk about this one because it's the 20 is in the moon. Whenever the moon moves so fast, like it goes through 2 gates a day, right? It moves very, very fast. It's a month and it goes through that Mandela, right? But look at this, the channel of initiation, right? So this is 51. The 51 is your north node, and that's where we want to go. And remember, Chiron was there. This is where we have the solar eclipse, was the 51. And it's about being that Fool, being empty of all expectations and outcomes, letting go of any attachment to outcome. Just be this and just moving into the dark, basically, right? The unknown. with trust and faith in the divine. And that's what this 5125 is. Because the 25 over here, this is the first gate of love, right? My relationship online retreat, I talked about this. This is the first gate of love. This is universal love. This is acceptance, right? So this is a good time to accept whatever is being taken away from your life, any losses or upsets. Just complete acceptance. It's like everything is guiding you on this path, right? On this journey to awakening. That's what we're all doing. We're awakening. Okay. What else did I want to say about this? Okay, so the Mercury, see the Mercury? It's a couple more days. It was really hot yesterday. You may have felt completely inspired. I was getting download after download after download for my Soul Purpose online retreat, right? But this is still active, right? So Mercury. So this is why journaling, talking to friends that are open-minded would be a good idea, and share your dream with your open-minded friends. Don't be going to negative Nellies or wet blankets, Wally wet blanket. Stay away from those people, because all they'll want to do is squash your dream because they've given up a long time ago, right? There are people like that on the planet everywhere. You want to be with the people that are inspired by this new time that we're in, not look at everything that's collapsing and they're trying to control us, and don't stay away from those people. You want to be with the people, these are your soul tribe people that are excited about this time. It's like, I've been waiting for this. And in meditation, if you really tune into yourself, you're going to feel that I've been waiting for this for lifetimes, and it's finally here. It's finally here, right? So it's moving in trust. So this is about embracing your innocence, right? This is the city, or the divine gift of the 25 is innocence, and then the 51 is awakening. Is awakening, right? So this is the portal, and this is activated for quite a while, right? We've got Neptune there, so it's spiritual. What you're committing to is spiritual. If you leave with any message from this live stream, is that it's about committing to your spirituality now. Saturn is in Pisces. It's about committing to your spirituality. It's about committing to your creativity. It's letting go of this system that we've lived in all of our lives, right? Now it's time to commit to your spiritual practice. It's time to commit to your spiritual journey, and it's time to awaken to the magic of the universe, and to really claim your power that you're a magical being, right? Um, okay. So the other thing I want to say quickly is the online retreat. I finally got some information up. I was working like crazy yesterday with the inspiration and downloads. So look at this. This is perfect timing. I love to work with the energies. So this is a great contemplation. You can contemplate April 26th, 27th, 28th. You can go to my website to get more information. But we'll look at your chart. So your chart indicates where those gifts and talents are, your astrology and your human design. And the big thing, because I love to work with the emotional body and the wound, is we'll be working on the father wound. So I listed signs that you may have a father wound. I feel like as a humanity, we all have to deal with this father wound. So be working on that through Kundalini yoga and meditations. Like you're meditating a lot. There's exercises too. There's lots of information. There's lots of connection. And if you've done Soul Purpose before in my webinars, this is completely different. This is all new and exciting, and it's a tight container so that you can really align with your soul purpose, and so that we can get you dreaming about your future, right? Getting you really, your map is really, really clear, basically. Okay. So I hope to see you there. And check that out. Okay. So I just want to see if there's any comments, and then we'll go into the readings here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Russell, you're here. Satnam. Okay. Yeah. Russell says, I want to see if this works. If I can get your comment on here. Good. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see it come up. Okay, I'll try that another time. Okay, what did he say? I just lost you. Comments. Let's see. Russell. Okay. There we go. Can you everybody see that? Okay, Russell says, hi, Michael. I'm feeling pretty good, noticing a lot of grief randomly coming up, but after the eclipse, I'm obsessed with being in the sunlight. Like, not metaphorically, like being outside in the sun. Is that what you're saying? I think that's what you're saying. So, so this is good, Russell. This is a good comment because this is when you know you're really doing the work, is when these emotions start to surface and there's no rhyme or reason for them. It's just like grief will start to come up, sadness will come up, maybe anger will come up. The thing to do is not allow your mind to get in there and create a story about it, right? Because remember, the dream is coming from your soul, but the story that the ego wants you still in that story that you're little and you're limited and you are this and you are that and all those things that you were told as a child you want to let that go. So let the emotions just rise. They're just like tourists that are coming through town. You don't invite them to live with you, right? And sign a lease and they're there for years. It's like, no, they're just passing through. So that's when you know you're really doing the work, Russell, is when yeah, when you're just, it's spontaneously coming up, coming up. So you just feel them. Okay, that's great. Okay, and let's see if we have any other comments. I love reading your comments. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one from that Enoch. We're going to put that one down here too. Okay. So Enoch says, ego has been really challenged, definitely feeling that desperate grip from losing control. And this is what we have to let go of, right? This is like that because you're being pressured to expand, right? So imagine that your physical body when you grow as a child and you grow and you grow and you've got to wear different clothes, right? You want to wear bigger clothes that fit you. Well, this is the energy. You're in this little energy body. You got your little energy shirt on, your little energy pants on, and you're outgrowing. And this is when the control comes up, and that's the ego wanting control. So that's when you take a deep breath and you let go and you remind yourself that I'm a spiritual being having human experiences. I'm not this little tiny ego. I'm not this little tiny person. I'm not even this physical body. I'm much greater than that. And now my soul is calling me to expand more into that, right? So usually Enoch, what I notice with when the control comes up, I think we can all relate to this, eh? When the control comes up, I've got a control, I've got a grip to what I have, right? With what I have to maintain some kind of control because it's just I'm overwhelmed. There's feelings, there's emotions that are there, and it's usually fear. It will be fear and grief, and that's what's underneath this control. And it's the fear of the future because the self node in the 57, and it's fear that you can't do it, right? You fear that you're not going to be supported. Lots of fears come up, survival fears, all kinds of stuff. So that's what I would say is just like to take a deep breath, take a moment, remind yourself who you are, and let those feelings come. And then you're going to feel this spaciousness, this inner spaciousness. Okay. Thanks for that comment. Okay. I think we're good for time here. Let me see anything else. Okay. Okay, Sandra. Yeah. Well, Diana, seeing that the 41.4 is in the sphere of culture. So she's talking about the gene keys. Let's just pull you up too. So she's talking about the gene keys. Some people have done the gene keys program. It's like a spin off of human design. So if you want to know what your culture is, you go to your unconscious Jupiter in the red side where your Jupiter is. And this gives you a sense of who you're destined to work with and what gifts you're here to bring. So this is a really important activation for you, Deanna, with Pluto right on that. So you're here to help people dream and embrace their dream too, right? And it's the fourth line. So remember with the 41 here, where is it? The 41 here is a pressure. Remember the root chakra, there's pressure, and then the crown chakra, there's pressure. So a mental pressure on top, and then this root pressure. So what's it pressuring? Because this is a star codon. Well, it's pressuring desire, because that's the other side, right? Off the solar, this is the solar plexus. The 30 is the desire. So it's pressuring the desire. Okay. So the dream's emerging from your soul, but you need the fuel, else it just stays a fantasy. Do you know what I mean? It will just stay a fantasy. There's no movement. It doesn't manifest on the external world. We need the desire, right? And the desire, like true desire, this is beyond like sexual desire that we're all familiar with, like the animal type desire. This is desire from your soul. It's desire from the soul. So this is the juice. This is the fuel, right? This is the yearning. It's like a yearning. It's a yearning. And where is it coming? It's coming from the soul, but it could be coming from your past lives. You have to remember that this present lifetime, you are a product of your soul's desire in this lifetime. Everything that's set up for you in this lifetime, you've desired it in your previous lifetimes to have this experience, maybe to have this knowledge of human design, the desire to be through this great time of transition, this desire to learn through relationships, this desire to learn through scarcity, right? Or poverty, or learn through abundance. Everything you've got to look at your life as like, oh, this is a soul's desire from my past life. So tune into that, Deanna, because remember, I don't have the 41 activated in myself, but you're the expert because wherever a gate is in your chart, you're going to be really the expert of it because it's true of who you are, right? Everything that's colored in is you. That's awesome. Yeah, tune into that. Totally tune into that. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. Oh, is my sound okay? I put my gain up, so yeah, it's up pretty high. I'm going to bring it. Let me do this before we get into the just quick readings for everybody. Sound levels. Test, 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 test. Test, test. Okay, okay. Is that better? That should be better. Okay. Okay, this sounds great. Okay. Let me know that in the beginning, right, of the live stream if you're around. That would be really helpful. Okay. Um, okay, so let's go. So what I'm gonna do for each type is I'm gonna pick a tarot card, but I'm gonna um only pick from the major arcana. Okay. So let's see what we got here. It could be louder. Okay. Let me know. Does it sound okay?
sound okay? No. Okay. The other sound is better.
This should be better. Is it better now? There's a little bit of a delay, so. Okay. Okay. I'm just watching it because there's a delay here. Okay. Okay, so that's better. Okay. It's this thing. It's so sneaky because I made the change and then it changed back. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details. Okay. Okay. So the sound is not good. Yeah, good sound. Okay, thanks. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going off that. Okay, so let's do the overlays and then we'll do okay, the overlays. Now it's perfect. Great. Okay. Okay. I just want to check this again for the sound. Yeti. Yeti. Great. Okay, so this should be good. Okay, I want to do the reflector last because I like to do that. Okay. So let's go for the generator first. Okay. So generators, watch the beginning of this video to learn about the 41. So it's basically what you're beginning is new, and we're going to see what's supporting you. Supporting you in this new chapter of your life. And I would encourage the generators to come to the Soul Purpose Online Retreat because you're the workers on the planet. And we want your energy to be really clean so we non-energy types can swim in some good generator energy where they feel fulfilled, where they're bringing in something new to the planet, right? Something that really furthers us along. It's not just about a paycheck and paying bills, right? Our whole system is collapsing, it's changing, and it's all for the better. And it could be messy for a while, but remember, it takes you got to break a couple eggs to make an omelet. It's got to be messy at the beginning. Okay. So what do we have for our generator friends? Our generator friends, what magic do they need on this journey that they're about to embark on? Okay. Something for the generators. Do I have to pick in a different way? Okay. Okay. Oh, isn't that a nice one, generators? You love to get this one when you're doing a tarot read. Okay. So this is the Empress card for the generators. For the generators, if you can see it there. There's the Empress card. So you're on the journey, right? So this married with the Fool card, very powerful. Jumping into a whole new chapter, generators, for you. A new chapter, a new timeline. And what's this saying with the Empress card? Is to love yourself up. You got to love yourself up. Even if nobody else loves you, you got to love you, right? So the Empress is great for response, right? She's a great response card because that's your strategy as a generator. This should be colored in for generators, your sacral. So you're responding with a yes or no from your sacral, right? Hey, this is what's going to keep you safe as you go into this new timeline that you're in. And so the Empress, she's not running around doing, busy, 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 get, hustle, 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 hustle. She's not doing any of that. She's sitting back. Look at her. She's all relaxed. She's sitting back. So just tune into that energy. Oh, I just have to trust. I just have to sit back and love myself up, right? Really like trust. Relax every cell in your being. And then the response can happen. So it doesn't mean you're on your couch not doing anything, but your doing is completely different than when you're overly in your masculine. Oh, no, this is what the world's in, right? Overly in the masculine energy, and that's the busy, busy, busy. Oh, I got to get it done. I got to do, or nothing gets done. And the Empress is no, everything. She's very attractive. She's a magnet, right? And so this has to do with the 15, if you know human design. Maybe you have the 15 activated in your chart already. Well, this is the gift of magnetism. So it's sitting back and letting the divine, letting creation serve you, right? The Empress. So that's a good card and an energy to bring into you as I relax, right? It's Venus. It's very attractive. I become more and more attractive and magnetic when I slow down and I take my time, and then I can listen to my sacral and not my crazy mind, right? Your crazy mind, that's the not self. It's going to get you into trouble. So that's for the generator. Very good, the Empress, and it's very feminine, right? This is a feminine energy, and everybody loves the Empress, right? Very, very attractive card to have. So this is a time to really slow down, and to really tune in to yourself and what that dream is, the 41. So the dream can start to come alive in you when you relax your body and you just trust, right? You just trust. Okay. So, so let's do the MGs. Bring this over here. So there's the MG. So MG, you want to watch the beginning of this video, excuse me, to learn more about the 41 that I'm talking about. Pluto moved into the 41 after 248 years, and it's a sneak peek until May 25th of what's in store for us as a collective and what's in store for you as an individual. So I'm going to pick from the major arcana cards and see what magic you need to bring alive, because these are archetypes, right? The tarot in your journey. Okay. And what do we have for the MGs? What do we have for the manifesting generators? What do our manifesting generator friends have to know for this new timeline that they're on? Okay. Okay, the MGs got three. Actually, they got three. The greedy MGs, They need more than one archetype, which is great. So they have the magician, right? Which is so fitting as a manifesting generator. This is a manifester card. And then you've got temperance. This is a beautiful card too. This is about balance. It's very angelic, right? This is an angelic presence in your life. And then the Hierophant, which is really the Hierophant in the major arcana is really, this is the high priest. Now religion took over because the tarot is ancient, right? It comes from Atlantis. the tarot, and then it moved to Egypt. And so some of the teachings got kind of lost along the way. And this Hierophant is one of them. So this is the high priest energy, right? This is access to occult knowledge, right? But it's masculine, right? So it's going to bring a structure to it. More so like the counterpart to the high priest is the high priestess. So this is the masculine counterpart. Is this Hierophant. So this is also about your beliefs, right? So your beliefs need an overhaul, right? Your beliefs need an overhaul. So how this is what I would look at, right? With the Hierophant showing up here is how are my beliefs manifesting? Because this is will manifest our beliefs out into the external world. Whatever you believe, you're going to see it on the external world, right? So this is when you tap into your dream. You want to not let these beliefs come in and like put the wet blanket on them on your dream. Here's my dream, but I'm like pushing that mind and ego and not self away because your beliefs, your conditioned beliefs, well, you have to be realistic about that. How are you going to make money from that? How are you going to support yourself? Nobody's going to want this, like that kind of, I'm just channeling it for you right now, right? It's like, don't let that in. So imagine there's a little sprout and it's about to become a flower, right? It's all about to become a flower. Well, when it's in the little sprout stage, that's when you want to protect it. You want to protect it from the negative Nellies and the Wally wet blankets. You don't want to be running to other people and sharing your dream with people like that. You want to be around people that are aligned with this new world, right? Those are the people you want to surround yourself with that are optimistic and excited about this time and they want to create something new. They're not locked into the past, right? Because this is about manifestation. That's the magician. And the magician is saying you have everything inside you that you need. Everything, and you don't need to go out and run out and get other qualifications and this and that. Everything is there inside you. This is all your experiences as an MG. And there's a balance. So the manifesting generators need to learn balance. So a good way that they're learning this is through their sacral energy. Their sacral energy. So if they're becoming exhausted, right, they have to bring this temperance card in. And it's like there's a time to work and to act because MGs love to work and they love to act and they're busy. They've got all that sacral generating energy, right? That's correct for them. But they also want to balance that with rest. There's a time for rest and there's a time to work and stay busy. And it's according to your sacral. It's not according to your mind and you're not self, right? So I would say not to get too hung up on because we're learning and we're adjusting to this new energy stream that we're in right now. It's completely new. So the old ways won't work for you anymore. So this is what this is saying on this new leg of the journey is that you will manifest, but you need to learn to balance your energy and you need to restructure your beliefs. So I would even get rid of all your beliefs right now, put them out, wipe them off the table, right? And you only want to bring in the beliefs that are serving you in this dream that I talked about that you'll be in touch with until May 25th. We have a little window in to what your future is going to be, right? With the 41. So that's very good. And if you're really interested in contemplating your soul purpose, because the 41 is about getting us on our soul purpose, our unique contribution. Remember, right? There's only one person in the world, 8 billion people, only one you, and only one you can do your soul purpose. Nobody else can do your soul purpose for you. You have to do it, right? Is to join me and many others in like-minded in your fractal line, your soul tribe on April 26th, 27th, 28th, and really give yourself this support, right? and uncovering your dream and aligning yourself with your map, right? According to your chart. Okay. So let's go for the projectors. And we'll put this one up here. Okay. We're going to go for the projectors. Okay, right here. So projectors, you want to look at the beginning of the video to learn more about the 41. And this is about Pluto has moved into the 41. It's given us a sneak peek until May 25th, what this next leg of the journey is for us as humanity and also for you as an individual. So I'm going to pick from the major arcana cards and see what magic archetype you can bring on this time period until May 25th. Like really bring in this to support you. This is supportive energy. We're not talking about blocks. We're talking about supportive energy for the projectors. And what do our projector friends need to know? Okay. What our projector friends need to know? Okay. Okay. What's the supportive energy for the projectors, our projector friends? Okay. What's the supportive energy for the projector friends, please? Okay. Well, stone hands. Okay. What do we have for our projector friends? Supportive energy for our projector friends. Okay. Oh. Do we have anything else to go with that, baby? Okay. Is just one? Okay, we got two. Love seeing these. So we got the devil card, the devil card, and then we've got the tower card. Okay, so it'd be really easy to go to the negative, but we're going to go to the positive here. So how is this serving you in a positive way? Well, the devil card, let's talk about that south node in the 57, Libra, right? The devil card is codependence, coda, right? This is a codependent card in terms of your relationship. So to watch this, because the devil here has you enslaved to another person. And so projectors have to watch this anyway in terms of their relationships because we need the other type. When we've been invited, right, there's nothing like a clear invitation to be in a relationship with an energy type, right? So when we've been invited and everything's good, there's this tendency to want to hold on to this, right? To want to hold on to this invitation. But you need to remember as a projector that that invitation isn't forever, right? Maybe that invitation is for a couple years, right? Maybe that invitation is for a lifetime, but maybe that invitation is for a year or a couple months, right? So you really need to tune into your energy. So that this is just going to the mind, right? This is the ego. The devil card is the ego, So you have to watch this in the next leg of your journey to know and to trust your aura. So if somebody is going from your field, if you're losing a relationship that maybe you've had a long-term relationship as a projector, you can feel that the energy is dropping as a projector, then that invitation is being removed, right? And then what it is making room for a new invitation to come to you, okay? So that's what I would say as a projector is not to be getting chained to a person, not change. It's not the person, it's the divine. You have to look at life in this way. We have to look at life in a spiritual way now with 2027 coming up. And okay. Yeah. And and then you've got the tower card, and then you have the tower card. So this is telling you that there's transformation that needs to be done. That transformation will happen whether you like it or not, and it's to shake you up, right? So maybe you have been losing relationships, but it's to shake you. And the great thing of like the instability that we're feeling on the planet right now, it gets us out of our ruts, right? It gets us out of our ruts and forces us to change. So this dynamic has to change for the projectors. That's what I see. So this can be a positive card. It's not very, these cards are not very comfortable in the moment when you're going through this process of loss, especially in our relationships. And the fear, right? Will another invitation come? Whatever it is, right? And this is but at the end, you know, because when you get through the tower, the next card is the star, and that's when the it's very healing and everything's clear, the fire's gone, the tower's gone, everything's gone, and you can start afresh. Start afresh. Okay, so to watch that and any addictions too, right? The devil represents addictions. So letting any addictions, anything that you feel is controlling you, right? Is to be let go of with the tower there. Okay, so that's good for the projectors. And then we did the generators, right? So let's do the manifestors. Here, so manifestors, watch the beginning. Okay. 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 So manifestors, watch the beginning. We're talking about Pluto moving into the 41st. Okay. We're going to pick a supportive energy that you can use on your new timeline manifestors. So what do our manifestor friends have to know? Tell me what our manifestor friends need to know. There we go. Good. Oh, goody. This is great. So you got the High Priestess card. That's a very powerful card. And then for the MGs, we had the counterpart, which is the High Priest right there. So let's see here. Somebody said they couldn't see my highlighter, but I'll try this again here. So what is this saying, manifestors? It's saying to trust your intuition. Now, of all of the types, you're here to get the download, right? You're here to get the download from the divine, right? So the divine download comes to you and then you share, right? And then this is you informing and then you initiate. You initiate. So what divine downloads are coming to you, especially with Mercury, right? Mercury and the sun are still together. And this is like the king. The sun is the king and Mercury is the translator, right? So what is Mercury saying to you? And let go of expectations. It's the shadow of expectations, right? Like don't be running. Okay, I got the divine download and now I'm like running with it because this is the ego and fantasy. How can I, because the ego's agenda is like, how can I build myself up? How can I make myself a special somebody, right? To not let that go, just let the divine download come. Maybe write it in your book. Don't, and let it just unfold naturally, right? Naturally, organically. Don't force anything. That's what this card is saying here. And to trust, this is the divine feminine, the high priestess, is to trust that something really, really deep is coming to you, right? In order for you to manifest on the external world. And it takes time. It takes time and it takes relaxation. You're out of you're out of touch with your intuition when you're all stressed out, right? You have to be relaxed. Relax. So it's time. There's got to be a lot of things, especially if your initiation involves something other people. Those other people have to be ready for that initiation. There's a lot of orchestration that takes place, and it's not done by you, it's done by the divine, and everybody has to be ready. It's the correct timing, right? Yeah, so that's good. The high priestess on your journey, letting go of expectation. So that's detachment. This is a good message for all of us. Actually, is to detach what your life is going to look like. Okay, and then let's finish it off with the reflectors. Not sure if we have any reflectors on here. Let me just check comments. Okay. Okay. So the reflector is 1% of the world. And so we're gonna choose a card for the reflectors. So I'm finding with the reflectors when I do this that it really applies to all of us and it makes sense to the reflector type. They're like sitting outside of the circle and they let us know. The other types, the manifestors, the projectors, and oh, awesome. That one just screamed. So they're reflecting all of us, all the other types back to us, right? So there you got the star card. Yeah, that's a good one for the reflectors. So right away, this is Aquarius, so this is totally aligned, this energy here. So this is the remember the projector's got the tower and the letting go of that devil energy. Well, this is what's after the tower, right? Is the star card that I was talking about. So this is having hope, right? This is having hope and faith. Hope and faith. Right? Only if you have any expectations is expecting the best, right? Only the best. So hope and faith in what's coming, reflectors, and being your own star, being your own star. Because you know what this star comes from? You know the Hermit card where he's holding the lantern and there's a little light there? This is the light that comes out, and that's the star. So this is being your own star, being the own star in your story, in your dream, right? You're the star of your story. Don't make somebody else the star. As a reflector, you're the star. Yeah, of your own story. And it's very healing. So this is saying that you're in a really deep healing period in your life. And to take that, reflectors have to take time for themselves, right? Spend some time in solitude to recharge and disperse any energies that they've taken on, right? That aren't theirs, the not self, and just to be that star and really tap into that star that's inside you, that light, right? That wants to manifest in the external world. Right? It's a time for all the types to start stepping up. And this is for all of us, right? To have hope and faith in what's coming in the future. To always remember that. Remember who you are and remember that the divine is in charge. Nobody has any power over you, certainly not a person. Okay? So that's what I have for everybody. I wanted to jump on just because it's a big deal with this uh 41, right? This new energy. So again, remember to jump on board with the Soul Purpose online retreat. They're amazing experiences, deep healing. We'll be going through the father wound. We'll be looking at your chart. And I've revamped it, so it's going to be a lot easier to understand. I'm going to have its intro videos. Okay, so the Wednesday, just before the retreat opens, there'll be things for you to look at, right? So this will help guide us along. So it doesn't matter if you're really a newbie to astrology or you're a newbie to human design, that you'll be able to understand everything, right? And this is all about empowering you to move into the future. This future, it's new, it's exciting, it's about letting go of the past. Okay, so that's what I have. So have a great day, evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, Satnam Aloha.